Hello, 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 and welcome to episode 1 of Diary of a She-Devil. Yes, today is the first day of rehearsals for my next contract, which is I Was a Teenage She-Devil at the Other Palace this April. I cannot wait. I'm super excited. Obviously, if you haven't seen my announcement video, I went in to explain that I did do this show last year at the Edinburgh Fringe and I had the best time. I was surrounded by the best cast, the best crew, the best creatives. Everything about this show is just incredible and the music is phenomenal, the writing is phenomenal. I could talk about how good it is forever, to be honest. Let's have an amazing first day. I'm super excited. Let's do this. Okay, Future Louis here. I didn't mention, but the rehearsal process is incredibly short for this run. We've got 12 days of rehearsals before we enter the theatre, which is crazy. So this first week of rehearsals was incredibly busy, so I didn't actually film that much. I'm so excited. A bit nervous, but I'm mostly excited. I love the show so much. So we had a little meet and greet at the start of the day, which was so lovely to meet the whole team and the cast and everyone involved with the show. And then we had a little read through, and on Zoom we had the American team. And then we did a little music call. And at the piano we have Ryan, our amazing MD for the show. One of my besties, Ollie, is helping out with the show, and I'm so glad to see him in rehearsals. This is Tuesday now, and we started with a little vocal warm-up. Got to get those rock vocals on point. And then we moved on to some more music. And I had a little costume fitting, so here's a little sneak peek of one of my costumes. So fun. Good morning, it is Thursday on our first week of rehearsals. I wasn't actually in rehearsals yesterday because I had an audition which was all day. So I fell a bit behind because they did lots of dancing yesterday and we're doing lots of dancing today. That's why I'm in my dance attire, as you can tell. And it is a lovely day, like 17 degrees today, which I'm very much looking forward to, especially after this awful weather in England. This is me trying to work out some of the choreo in one of the dances, which is super fun. Okay, Fouettes. And it was actually Jordan who's playing Big Rod's birthday today, so of course we had to celebrate. Happy birthday to Jordan. Happy birthday to you. Here's a sneak peek of one of the numbers in the show. We also had a photographer present, so we had to be looking sharp. Okay, it is Tuesday the 24th of March. This is the second day of week 2 of rehearsals. I'm called in a bit later today, which is nice to have a little slow morning. But yeah, about to head into London. Things are going really well, but it's starting to piece together now. I think eventually in the next couple of days, we'll start to run it all as a whole, and then we'll find the gaps, whatever needs to be refined, keep going over those things until we've got a full show, and it's really come together nicely. The cast are brilliant, the creatives are brilliant. Absolutely love it. Yeah, it's really exciting to see it all come together, and it's so nice because there's a lot that's different, but there's a lot that's the same as well. Obviously the stage and the space is different. It's just nice to almost take on a character that you've done before, but it's interesting because looking back, like you think, oh, actually, like this is so different to what I want to do now. And it's really exciting to be able to explore a character further. You know, find new things and things that you think are more appropriate and things are better for this character and their story. So I love it. It's really fun. So in rehearsals today, we finished staging the rest of the show. There was a couple of scenes we needed to finish doing. So we've got a show now. We've got it start to finish. So it's about refining those things and starting to run it all, which is so exciting. Okay, moving on to Wednesday, the 25th of March. This is me waking up. I start off the day by doing some mobility and strength work. It's a very physically demanding show, so I've got to keep on top of that. I packed my bags for London, and then I made my way. The commute for me is about an hour and a half to 2 hour journey. Here's me on the tube. And then we made it to Dance Attic Studios, which is where we're rehearsing. And then in the morning, we cleaned up some choreography, had some lunch, and then it was time for our first stagger through of the entire show, which is basically like a stop-start version of a run of the show where you do all the scenes, all the songs, and you find out any sort of gaps within the show that you need to fill.
Gosh, I wish I had any luscious locks. It's like Darth Vader putting his helmet on.
It's like your other persona. Now he's in the character.
Dude, I'm so high right now, dude.
And we kindly got sent a PR package of these Tenzing drinks, and they're so good. Here's a little clip of the show. I did a little vocal cool down on the way home. I got the train home, here's me saying hello, and then I did a little steaming in the evening. I love a good steam. Okay, moving on to Thursday the 26th of March. I woke up, I had my breakfast, and then I meal prepped my lunch for the day, and then I got the train into London Victoria. I did a little bit of work on the train, and actually it was really sweet. My dad joined me, he was going to work. And then I got the tube to Dance Attic Studios, where in the morning of rehearsals, we did a little bit of scene cleanup. We had a tea break, did some more scene cleanup.
In the toilet!
And then we had some lunch. And it was our first run through today, which was super, super exciting. And it actually went really, really well. And then we had some notes. And then this is us slightly delusional at the end of a very long day. And then we did a little vocal cool down. Moving on to Friday the 27th of March, I read my book on the train into rehearsals. We started up doing some scene change, cleaning up, just sort of iron out any sort of gaps we had. And then we did a vocal warm-up whilst doing some vocal cleaning and also dance cleaning. We had some lunch, and then we moved on to another run-through, which was, once again, really, really good. We had the producers in today, and this is us very, very sweaty after it. And we actually then went to see my best friend Ollie in his show, Ancient Greece. It was good vibes, amazing show.
It's just for the vlog, guys.
And now Saturday the 28th of March, our final day of rehearsals before moving into the theatre. And we did our final run through in the rehearsal space, and it went really well.
And I just want to say, as we're going into tech, thank you so much for all of your professionalism.
And that concludes the first episode of Diary of a Teenage She-Devil, the first vlog, which is the rehearsals section. Obviously, like I said at the start of the video, we only had 2 weeks of rehearsals. So it was busy, but we had a lot of fun, we had a lot of laughs, and it was very, very productive. And now we move on to the theatre. I'm super, super excited to get into tech, to get into our costumes and really see the set and get the show up and running. It's super, super exciting, and I'll see you in the next episode.